Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
We're just hours from opening arguments in the landmark trial of Jennifer Crumbley. The jury is seated, and we're learning more about how members were chosen. Thanks for being with us for the news here at 6 o'clock. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skillian. The jury is made up of 10 women, 7 men. It includes 1 person of color. During this jury selection process, all the candidates had to answer a series of questions to weed out certain biases. Sean Lay live with a look at some of those key questions. Sean?
Devin, absolutely fascinating, and Kimberly, to be in this courtroom for the past 2 days here in Oakland County to watch this process unfold. A very careful, important process. No cameras in this courtroom because the Judge Matthews, wanted to protect the identities of anyone who might be serving on this jury or was in the jury pool. But you're right, 17 selected today. Let's drill down more on what the jury looks like and those key questions they had to answer. The jury breaks down like this: 10 women, 7 men, 1 person of color. The other 16 appear to be Caucasian. Mostly parents on this jury, and okay with firearms, they say. Most with a hunting background, parents hunted or they've hunted or hunt with their children. And when asked if they had an opinion about Jennifer Crumbley, all said no, not until they see and hear all the evidence in this case. Opening arguments in this trial begin tomorrow. Let me show you 3 key questions the jury pool was asked. Questions like, how will you deal with going back home to friends and family after a verdict if they do not agree? Almost everyone said they would not have a problem with that because they looked at the evidence presented. Jennifer Crumbley is sitting right here. Do you think she must have done something criminal or innocent? Everyone said she's innocent until proven guilty. They're ready to see the evidence. Another key question: as a parent, has your child or teen ever snuck something by you? Some said no, others say yes, teens can sneak things by you. It's almost impossible to monitor everything on their phone. That question asked by Jennifer Crumbley's attorney, Shannon Smith, to all the jury members, hinting at that perhaps her son hid the fact that he was planning a school shooting and she did not know anything about it. Let's talk more about the jury, guys. There's a veterinarian on the jury, an HR person, an engineer with Stellantis, someone who works at Detroit Arsenal in Warren. So quite a myriad. Most people live, of course, they live in Oakland County, but close to Oxford, Rochester Hills, Oakland Township, places of that nature. Tomorrow they'll be sworn in. The trial starts right after that. The judge says block out next week to the jury, so it's going to last at least until next week. Back to you.
All right, Sean. So this really is just the beginning of the trial, and you can follow the new developments every day on Local 4 Plus and clickondetroit.com. We recommend you download the Local 4 Plus app on your TV, wherever you get your streaming apps. You can also, though, stream it live through clickondetroit.com.
No criminal charges for the Shelby Township police officers who shot a man earlier this month after he allegedly stabbed his mother. That man, 30-year-old Miles Farish, survived but is now facing assault and resisting charges. Megan Woods joins us live. And Megan, the Macomb County Sheriff's Office was asked to investigate and released the 911 calls and body camera footage.
Yes, Kimberly, and that 911 call actually came from Farish. He told police to kill him and then went on to say if they don't, that he would kill them. So the Macomb County Sheriff went through the timeline of events. Take a look. It starts at 6:23 a.m. on January 9th at Shelby Oaks Apartments.
Farish apparently stabbed his mother approximately 14 to 16 times before fleeing on foot. Farish called 911 and stated that he did stab his mother.
I need you to come kill me right now, okay? I'm not playing because if you don't come kill me, I'm going to kill you.
When Shelby Township police arrived on scene, they reported Miles Farish did not comply.
Hey, bro.
No, put the knife down. Drop the knife now.
He's coming at us with a knife.
Drop the knife.
Sir!
The sheriff says they used their tasers twice, but it didn't connect and it was ineffective.
Farish at that point charged at officers with the knife raised in his hand. Officers were forced to use deadly force and fired 18 shots, 6 of which struck.
Farish survived and is now in stable condition. He was arraigned on charges from his hospital bed, while the officers will not be charged.
When you look at policy, you look at applicable state law. These officers, this was a textbook situation. Again, nobody wants to be in this situation. Nobody wants to discharge their firearm.
Those officers will be back patrolling on the streets this Friday, and the sheriff had mentioned that on the body camera footage that time is 1 hour behind. He also mentioned that deputies are at the hospital right now. They're watching Farish around the clock. He has a $2 million bond. Reporting live, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
Yeah, okay, Megan. Disturbing new video revealed as a lawsuit is filed on the death of a woman hit by a DDOT bus in downtown Detroit at a crosswalk. This was last June. Lawyers for the family of Janice Bauer played security camera footage of Bauer being struck. The bus never seeming to slow down as it rounded the corner of Griswold and Congress downtown. Ironically, Bauer herself worked for a bus company. She worked for the Smart Bus system in Oakland County. Named in the lawsuit, the city of Detroit, DDOT, its drivers union, and the bus driver herself, Geraldine Johnson, whose previous driving record included 7 other crashes, one of those fatal. The suit does not seek money, but rather changes to DDOT's hiring policy. The city of Detroit has so far declined to comment on the case.
Never knew how much I appreciated temperatures in the 30s until we had
Nice
temperatures
to get back to that.
exactly
Yes.
as we take a live look outside. Still got that fog out there.
Yeah, Brian Sherman in for Kim Adams tonight, Brian.
Yeah, that's right, Devin and Kimberly. That fog's going to be sticking around through the rest of the night and the first part of our Thursday. Our dense fog advisory goes until 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, as visibility tonight will be below a quarter of a mile to in some places near 0. So give yourself a few extra minutes heading out the door and use those low beams tonight and tomorrow morning. Exact Track 40 radar still tracking scattered showers over a good portion of the region, but we bring those showers to an end within the next 3 to 4 hours. Visibility down to a mile right now at Metro Airport. Half a mile in Pontiac, 1 mile in Howell, and 3 miles over in Ann Arbor. These numbers will fluctuate throughout the rest of the evening, but with air temperatures into the mid to upper 30s, not looking for any freezing fog or icy spots tonight, just some scattered rain showers. We're into the 30s tonight. It'll be foggy tomorrow morning before more rain moves in tomorrow night. I'll break down what you can expect in your complete 4-1 forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Brian. Doesn't it feel like it's been a lot longer than just 3 days since the Lions clinched their spot?
Feels like 3 years.
It's been a long time, and now we have to wait for the NFC Championship.
A lot of people, you're impatient, ready for Sunday, and hopefully a game after that, too. Bernie's
you have to get your rest. You know, that hydrate. That's what I'm told all the time. Just hydrate. Lions head to San Francisco on Saturday for the meeting with the Niners. Sunday, NFC title game, 6:30 start. Niners still favored by 7 today. Dan Campbell was asked if quarterback Jared Goff is a concern. He gave a resounding no.
He's going to be great. I feel great about Goff. He's the least of my concerns. He's going to be just fine. For him, he's done this before. He understands it. We're back on the road, and it'll be a loud environment. But I mean, we've been in some big games on the road over the last year and a half, and he's performed.
These are the times you dream of as a kid, and you grow up, hoping to be in these final games, and we're one win away from, our ultimate goal of getting to the Super Bowl and winning that game as well. But we're where our feet are today, and being very present, and know this will be a challenge for us this week.
I like the way he threw that in and win that game as well. It's just a little Super Bowl game. He's been there. He was there with the Rams.
That's
so
right.
He probably wants another shot at winning it this time.
He knows pressure situations.
He does know that,
sure.
yeah.
Yep. All right, Bern. Local 4 is the official station of Lions fans, and our next All-In Playoff Edition special will feature Bernie and Hobie Artigue live from Santa Clara, California. So tune in this Saturday at 8 p.m. on Local 4, or we will stream it on Local 4 Plus.
All right, in less than an hour, Governor Gretchen Whitmer is expected to lay out her policy agenda for 2024 in her State of the State address. This will be her 6th State of the State. Will Jones is live at the Capitol for us tonight with more. Will.
Kimberly, Governor Whitmer had a pretty easy road last year with Democrats controlling both chambers of the legislature. She was able to move on a lot of Democratic priorities, and she's hoping to do the same this year after 2 vacant House seats are filled for special elections in April. Tonight, she's going to share policy proposals on such things as education, the economy, and the roads. But don't expect to hear much about how to pay for these policy proposals in this address.
Of course, those questions are going to be asked. I don't think we're going to get a ton of answers on that front tonight. The way these sort of rollouts typically happen is the governor proposes a big idea in her State of the State address in January, and it's February then when her administration will unveil their budget plans.
So Senate Republican leader Eric Nesbitt is going to give the Republican response to the State of Address. And of course, this is all politics, so we're going to hear a lot of that tonight. We're live at the Capitol. Will Jones, Local 4.
That's right. Okay, Will, we appreciate that. And we'll have live coverage of the governor's address tonight, streaming on Local 4 Plus, and click on Detroit.com. Again, that starts at 7.